Oh, a lot of bin of kid clothes. Oh, look at that. So, body bag. Oh, this is a good bin. Yeah, we'll take both for sure. Video something. Look at this one. Dang. Oh, no vintage. All of them, all this all old. Oh. Shit. Look, it's all vintage. Oh, strength. Look. One kid on. Look, all vintage kid clothes.
Yeah, you put the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw all of this in.
Yeah.
All vintage kid clothes.
How much you willing to pay for that?
I don't know. We'll see right now. Quick silver adults.
What is that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Echo.
Katie, I'm getting rid of all of those little bikes. I put one scooter in there. I said, yeah, I'm getting rid of all your little things here. She said, yeah, Grandma. Yeah, I'm 13. I keep those things that come to the wall for me. Yeah. Wow, it's such a good baby.
Oh, look at all of these. All the kid clothes.
I don't know how they see the thing. They got their light over there.
Yeah, on our phone. Flyer scooter.
I know, I seen that. You think,
Oh, I think they all old shit.
What are you gonna do with that?
Old bikes. Yo, you guys saw the clips in the beginning. A lot of kids' clothes, some men's clothes, nothing crazy in men's, but I saw some kids' clothes. We didn't really go through it all. I just knew it was like a bin full of vintage kids' clothes, so I just bought it all. Auntie just gave me a price, whatever. If you want to know what I paid $60 for everything you see right now. $60. $60 for like 1, 2, and like a half bag full of vintage. I think majority of vintage kids clothes and stuff. But let's get right into video. I'm gonna show you guys like some of the shit that was pulled in there. It's crazy. Let's just go by dumping the bags. I think we should just dump the bags and then see. But yeah, everything, all these clothes, majority kid clothes, all vintage kid clothes and stuff. We paid about $60 for everything. I didn't really go through them all. I just knew it was just a tub and just pretty cheap, to be honest. But there's a lot of kids clothes and a lot of not a lot of kid clothes and some men's clothes too. I went through the men's clothes. It's all right. Some cool pieces for $60 for all of this. Look at all these kids' clothes, bro. Look at these kids' clothes, bro. This is one of the shirts I saw at the top. Look at that. It's a vintage Hawaiian strength kind of tee for the K-Keys. Sheesh. Sorry. Sheesh. Little vintage. I saw another one too. Once I saw a couple tees, I already knew it was a good. It was a, bro, she had like 2 containers. Just a plain little vintage tee for the kids. A lot of vintage bottoms for the kids too. I'm definitely gonna do a kids show on top whatnot. So if you guys love kid clothes, y'all see something y'all want, just bookmark the kids show. 1990. Throw that there. Probably throw that there. What a good one. Oh, sheesh. A little strength tee for the kids, single stitch. Sheesh. Nah, that's crazy. I saw one more. This wasn't the one I saw. What the hell? Little vintage kids. Shorts, I'll just keep these here. Damn, look at that. Vintage. Like button up shirt. What is this? Is this a baseball? It's like a skate. Throw this over here. I'll make piles like some of the good stuffs I see. Little corduroy. Little vintage for the kids. Little soccer ball on the back. I gotta like search some of this stuff up too. Another corduroy. Overall, I'll make a pile for these. I think it's broken. Damn. Bro, this gotta be super old. Bro, this gotta be like 80s or 90s. Chicago Bears. Super vintage. Oh, hell no. This gotta be a grill, kids. Chat size small. Barney. Sheesh. Single stitchy. Yeah, she was selling everything like 25 cents. So everything came out to like 60 bucks. Holy crap. The Barney tee? No, we gotta do this Barney tee. The Barney tee? Clear crew neck. Little vintage crew neck. Lot of vintage bottoms. Kids bottoms. What brand is this? Lot of vintage. Don't even have tags. Don't even have tags, bro. Still got a whole nother bag. See the shirts? Oh, what the hell? Nah, this gotta be a grill. Ninja Turtles. Single stitch. AOP. Now what the what the? Sheesh. Make a good pile right there. A lot of bottoms in here. Little trucker. Mac truck. Sheesh. I'm gonna just go through the bag, put all the good stuff together, and then I'll show you guys in the next clip. I was gonna go through everything and put all the good stuff together and show you guys at the end, but I had to show you guys this one. 1998. No. 1988. Mario. Zelda. Not as vintage. Super Mario. Bro, this gotta be a Grally. Kids' clothes. This is crazy. I had to show you guys this. I have a whole stack right here that I'm gonna show you guys in the next clip of some of the good stuff. We didn't even go in that bag yet. Still got that bag. Stay tuned, guys. So yeah, this is probably like the best stuff that was in here. Kind of already showed you this, but look at that. 89 Mario, the Hawaiian Power shirt, crazy. Some like Mac truck. This one's crazy. Ninja Turtle AOP. Some other ones, Pee Wee. Oh no, this Chicago Bears. There's a Pee Wee shirt in here somewhere. And then this is the ones I didn't show you. Look, another Ninja Turtle. Single stitch. AOP. Look at the back. Crazy. And then single stitch. Mauna Loa. This is a crazy one here. This is a Grail. Kids Grail. Power Rangers. This is crazy vintage. I forget where the date is, but crazy one. Little vintage animal tee. Little Western vintage kids. Look at this Taz one. On the loony 90s. Crazy. Little Hawaii single stitch tee. Another Western piece. Another, I don't know what this one is. Bad to the bone single stitch. Look, another Hawaiian gecko, like Ninja Turtle parody single stitch. Crazy. Little Old Navy joint. Happy holidays. The Warrocks. I don't know what this is. But look at this. Another strength shirt. Yo, this is crazy. Single stitch. Whew. If you know, you know I love collecting these. But that's going to be for sale on the Whatnot Live. Look at this. Vintage Tootsie Roll. Little vintage Tootsie Roll. This is a grail right here. Lion King. Sheesh. Vintage. Look at this. Another Power Ranger Grayly. Power Ranger Grayly. Crazy. Here's the Pee Wee shirt. Little vintage single stitch. Crazy. All will be available for $1 on Whatnot. Please bookmark the show. Look, and then we got all these I think my uncle said these are like gecko pants. Like the old Hawaiian. Bro, this matches the strength right here. This. And then the strength shirt. No. There's no match right here. It's gotta be drip right here. It's gotta be drip. Chill. What the hell? See, there's hella of them. All these. There's shorts and some of them is pants. Look at that. Vintage Lakers for the cakey. More of those. Look at those. These are all shorts for the kids. All vintage gecko. Look, yep. Look at the gecko one. Who used to rock these? Look at all of these. Look at this one. Vintage Mighty Ducks. 1993. It's a lot of these. These all will be available on top Whatnot. All $1. Look at that Airborne vintage. Another Mario tank top. Single stitch. Crazy. Look at that. Single stitch surf. Oh my god, a grail right here. 1988 Batman. Sheesh. Little overall. Little Western single stitch. Little kids crew neck. Princess. Look at this. Another one. What is this? What is this? Is this Star Wars? Transformers? Look at another Barney. If you know, you know. This is a Grail Kids piece. Single stitch. Sheesh. All available on bookmark the Whatnot Live. Look, Thundercats. Vintage Thundercats. Crazy piece. Single stitch. 19 something. Look, another one. Sheesh. Vintage 1990 Ninja Turtles. Crazy. And we got a couple of Mickey, Disney, some Princess, some vintage button-ups. Hella vintage. There's a couple of vintage button-ups. Look at that. All vintage button-ups. Look at these old Hawaiian ones. Sheesh. A Waikiki joint. We got a lot of these. Orange tab Levi's for the kids. 1, 2. All of these are all vintage. I still gotta go through these, but these are all vintage pants. There's a couple Levi's in here. Couple old, bro. Hella of them, bro. Corduroys too. Bro, there's hella kids. Look at that. All vintage kids. Pants. All vintage kid pants. I might sell this separate. I don't know if I'm gonna run it on the live. If you need it, DM me. Look at this. Like, where do you even see this? It's all vintage. Hella. All corduroys right here. Crazy. Look at that gecko. And then all of this was all of these are all blank vintage clothes. Like, there's matching sets like these. There's a whole bag of them. All blank, like vintage crew necks, pants, shirts, all blank ones. So if anybody wants those, let me know. See how is it all blank? Then these were the adult clothes that was in there. Echo, Quicksilver, Echo piece, another Echo piece, a lot of Y2K, Echo, another Echo, another Rockaware, vintage camo, Sean John, little Eminem, UH, Island Surf Tee, another Echo, and then a Billabong tee. Is there a back kit on this? A back kit. And then a couple surf shorts. Quicksilver. Another Quicksilver. Yeah, that's pretty much it that was in there. But all these kid clothes will be available on Whatnot. Go bookmark the live. It's already up. But, bro, hella clothes. Yo, what's up, y'all? So I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory. So, Auntie's room that we got in, like, she owns the whole building. She owns the whole building for like 40-50 years, and she put when her whole family used to live inside. So all the families, they moved out like years ago, but she put everything in one room, and now she's having garage sales. She sells like everything garage sales. It's kind of like a thrift store, low key. She's just trying to get rid of everything. So yeah, that's pretty much all her old kids clothes that she had in there. I probably saw like the Hawaiian Strength kids tee first. It was in a clear bin and stuff. So I just knew that was all vintage kid clothes. When I saw like probably like 2 or 3 pieces, I just end up just taking the whole bin. So every clothes that you see in this video is I paid $60. So even though adult clothes was all $60. So I think little dub. I think we can come up for sure. If you guys want any of those kid clothes, Whatnot show Thursday. So if you're watching this show on Wednesday, next week Thursday is the Whatnot show, 11:20, about 4:30, 5 o'clock Hawaii time. I'm planning the show. Just follow me on Instagram. If anything comes up, I might switch the show, whatever. But yeah, follow me on Instagram if you like any kids vintage clothes. I do have another whole bin that I've been saving for a while, so there's probably gonna be like 100+ pieces. But yeah, make sure you guys follow me on all social media, Instagram, TikTok, and Whatnot, and Depop. If you like vintage clothes, I post on Depop all the time. But yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Expect more videos like this. Expect more videos at the shop. Yes, we do have a shop now. It's in Waianae, Hawaii. If you ever have one, ever out here, just hit me up. I'll be filming at the swap meet again. I sell at the swap meet every Sunday. So if you're ever out there in swap meet, just come through. I'm gonna start filming at the swap meet. Yeah. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Peace.